welcome back everybody. My name's Mike. Today we're going to be talking about the iconic MP5. So there are a number of variants, way too many for me to list. Check out Wikipedia for that. But we have two out here for you today. So this is actually a Turkish clone made on HK machinery of a MP5A2. We've added a few accessories that we'll get to here in just a second. And then additionally, we have an actual HK Factory Mp5 Sd. The Sd version here is integrally suppressed. What that means is it has a shorter barrel on there that has some ports in there that reduces the velocity of the ammo. So that way, even if you're firing what would traditionally be supersonic loads, they come out subsonic, very quiet, almost no flash at all. Whereas your traditional HK Mp5 is going to have an 8-inch barrel, cold hammer forged with a fluted chamber, and we have, of course, a suppressor mounted out there on the tri-lug mount, which is standard for MP5s and has been since they've come out. So one reason, probably one of the primary reasons I should say, that people love the MP5 is that it is a roller delayed blowback action. So unlike a traditional, like a AR-15 9mm, for example, that is a straight blowback, that's going to give you a lot of recoil when you're firing it. With this, it's absolutely not the case. So when you actually fire with the MP5, the round exits the chamber, and those rollers on the roller lock are just unlocking, making it a very soft shooting gun, and that allows HK, or whoever the designer is, to use less mass in the bolt, so you have less mass coming back, less felt recoil, and you can really keep these guns on target and fire rapidly and keep your groups nice and tight. One of the downsides of the MP5 is that it's, I don't know, 50 or 60 years old at this time in terms of design, so accessorizing it is not quite as easy as modern guns like AR-15s, for example. Obviously we have these ones accessorized here, but it's harder to do. So we put, obviously, the silencer on there. This is a Fab Defense 1913 handguard for it, and then we have a claw mount for 1913 optics. We're just using a basic red dot on there, and we have the Magpul Selector lever on there. In my opinion, one of the biggest upgrades you can do to an MP5, from a user level anyway, is that selector. So I have very large hands, but most people don't, and with the traditional selector, in order to actually actuate the selector, they would have to move the gun like that and then be able to reach it. But with the Magpul version, you can just operate it just like you would an AR-15. So much improved ergonomically there, and just faster to get into action. Our magazine release, there's two different types. We have one here, which is a push button similar to an AR-15, and then we have our paddle here, which is similar to an AK. One downside of the MP5 is that it does not have a last round bolt hold open. So if you're firing in semi-automatic and you get a click, no bang, time to change the mags, and mag changes are not really quick either with the MP5. So there's some pros and there's some cons, but from a shooting perspective, there's really not a lot of guns that compete with it. It's just super smooth and just a blast to shoot. Anyone you hand it to ends up walking away with a smile, and I mean, yeah, there's a lot to be said for them, and some downsides, pros and cons, like anything else. But with that, we'll just end the discussion there on the MP5. If you guys have used them, let us know what you think of them down below in the comments section. If you like this type of video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, if I could speak. Also hit the like button. Check out sdi.edu, and we look forward to seeing everybody in future videos.